Fast and Loud is in the 16th season on the Discovery Channel and has not shown any signs of slowing down just yet. JC sat down with Richard Rawlings, the mastermind behind Gas Monkey Garage.
I am a huge fan of Fast and Loud. First things first, though, Richard Rawlings, last time I saw you would have been Monday night, and you were jumping out of an airplane. How are we doing today?
Oh, I love that stuff. I've actually done it quite a few times. I'd like to go get my license and be able to do it without another dude strapped onto my back, but it was a good time.
Well, the video was awesome. What else is awesome? Something you're doing down there in Texas that you did actually with your Gas Monkey energy drink, helping out so many people during this pandemic. Why don't you explain what you did and why you did it?
I was a police officer and a firefighter early on in life. So the front lines is really, near and dear to my heart. And I was like, I'd like to help the first responders, the EMS, the firefighters, police, the hospital districts. And I just said, well, how much energy drinks do we have in there? And we had a lot. We had, I think, 16 truckloads. And we were teamed up with Barnhart Trucking. And we were able to distribute all 16 18-wheelers in 10 days all over the nation, straight to the front line.
A couple questions about the current season. You kind of started things off the season with that build for Gary Sinise, that Jeep build, and it was so cool for the charity you guys were doing. Is there a certain celebrity over the years and the seasons that jumps out to you that was just awesome to work with, or maybe you got nervous around a certain celebrity?
Well, not that you just mentioned him, but I mean, Gary Sinise does so much for our wounded veterans that, he was a joy to work with and just an awesome individual all the way around. And I've had the opportunity to work with the likes of Chip Foose, who's, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best car builders in the world. And, but my favorite, Burt Reynolds, getting to work with Burt Reynolds about 6 or so years ago, and go to his house and, hang out and see his memorabilia and, just everything there was Burt Reynolds. It was like, holy cow, I've died and gone to Burt Reynolds heaven.
On this season, you had the Datsun 280Z, an awesome build you guys did. And then you sold the car this season that we saw. And why don't you tell everybody what happened after you sold the vehicle? Because this blows my mind.
It burned to the ground. The trailer that it was riding in had a Ferrari and a couple of Bentleys in there too. And I mean, there's just some high dollar cars. And they called me up and they said it burned to the ground. I said, well, what happened? And they showed me a picture of the trailer and everything was gone.
Does your heart just break when that happens to one of your projects?
Yeah, and luckily it hasn't happened that many times. We wrecked the Mustang early in season 1, and this car burned to the ground, and we wrecked the green truck. So 3 out of 170 or so cars is not bad.
My final question, how much cash do you have on you right now? Because it always seems like you're rolling with wads of money. How much cash you got here? Let's see.
It looks a little light today. I'd say this is about 7 or 8.
I'm trying to virtually grab it. If you want to give it to me, I can kind of virtually, thank you.
I'm ready to bring it to Vegas. Y'all need to open up there. I haven't had my gambling fix in quite some time, and I usually get out to Vegas 6 to 10 times a year, so I got to get out there.